What is up, guys? So today we are playing The Medium, which is a game that I've been wanting to test for a very long time. It looked very interesting to me. I had no idea how it played or what it was about, really, other than it's a scary horror game or some kind of that. And the interesting thing is that you'll sometimes be split into two, right? So you can see the character and the world from two angles, as you see later. Okay, and so the performance really tanks when you do that. So that's very important to keep in mind. And the performance already not that good to begin with, and as you can see, we are barely hitting 30 FPS, and the settings are, by the way, low now. The advanced does nothing, then you will have to set it on custom, but low is the best because you know if you go any higher, then the performance is even worse. But in their credit, it does look good, guys. Like, look at it. It does look good. Now you cannot control the camera, which is something I really do not like in games, but it is what it is. That's what this game is. At least it makes it a lot more bearable. That the FPS is not what I'd like at least 60, but yeah, it looks really good. It looks really good, actually, almost cinematic, and actually makes me wish that I'd make a movie out of this or series, because it's pretty interesting. And I skipped through the cutscenes because it will take even longer, but yeah, like you can see that FPS, I mean, it is very playable like this. Like, if you're just looking at this thing, you're like, yeah, this is pretty fine. And I don't know how much of the game is like this, like just one side of the story, or but then it is okay. It is pretty much playable, but in a while we will split in two, and then the performance from there on, it will just tank. I just stop playing because it's so bad. What's this? And yeah, I don't know. I know it's bad on PCs as well, because you're effectively rendering the game 2 times, which is very heavy on the GPU and the CPU, I guess. I'm not sure on the CPU. The Apple Silicon has the fastest CPU in the world, so I imagine it's not too big of a deal there. But on the GPU, yeah, the M4, the base M4, it's not the most beefiest GPU in the world, as we all know, of course. So it is a big problem there, and it's really sad because it looks pretty interesting if you can deal with the camera, that is. And so here we go into the tunnel that will ultimately lead to the split of the game. And yeah, it's an interesting concept, but yeah, I wish they would make a movie or a series out of it. I'm very interested to see what happens, and it looks very interesting, but I'm not interested in playing it because the gameplay, it's not really fun in my opinion, but it's also just very slow. Like, it's fun, but it's the camera. But that's a personal thing, right? Maybe you don't care about it, maybe you don't mind. I'm very picky with games that I personally like, right? I'm not saying it's a bad game, but for me personally, I like to have control over what I do in my camera, and I understand why they did it. I mean, the performance would have been probably even worse. Like, here, it's happening now. A little bit scary, but nothing really happens. And yeah, there it is. So the game is now split in two, and as you can see, we are sub 30 FPS, and we even go in the low 20s at times, and that's really rough to play even with the fixed camera. It's pretty interesting to say the least, but yeah, it does look good. Like, you can see there's 2 different worlds. I mean, it's similar but different, and this is very interesting to me. This is exactly what I like in terms of lore and stuff. But yeah, again, I hope someday someone will make a movie or series out of this, because I'm very interested in the world on the right. But yeah, this is it. Well, as you can see, 22 FPS, that's where we're at now. It's very low, and I'm not even sure if it goes even lower. Like, it's bad. I started to feel... It started to feel bad to play this even with the fixed camera, because it's very cinematic, let's say. Like, it's even below cinematic, 24 FPS, right? But yeah, it's up to you. If you have the M4 Pro, then yeah, you're gonna be a lot better, at least fine. I don't know about fine, but at least a lot better. So yeah, 21 FPS. Yeah, it's not good. It's not good. Alright, guys, that's it for me. I hope you enjoy, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.